Here we go. We're back for a second live stream today, baby. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Smash those likes. Come on, let's get it. Here we go. Bitcoin's breaking up, baby. There we go. Look at that bitty. All right, guys, I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day, and we're back for a second live stream today as Bitcoin has broken over $120,000. If you guys are not excited, I don't know what to tell you, but the moment is here, my friends. The moment is here, and we are getting ready for blast off time, baby. We are getting ready for blast off time. You guys already know in the Crypto Citadel, we have been planning for this October, not just because it's October, but because of the technical analysis, guys, the levels, the critical levels that we were coming down to, and the pattern that we have been identifying for the last couple of months, bottoming out, dropping into the late part of the current month, bottoming out early in the beginning of the next month, and then skyrocketing. And that's the pattern that's been playing out since April. And guess what, guys? It's still playing out today. And that's exactly what happened with September into October, playing out the same pattern that we saw in June going into July. And let me tell you, my friends, my Bitcoin long is printing up over 80% at this point in time on my Bitcoin long, and I am loving it, guys. So let me just tell you, let's start diving in here. Let's start looking at some different altcoins. Make sure you guys are dropping your altcoins into the chat so I can review it with you guys and give you guys the best TA possible here for any of your altcoins. Whew. Let's jump into the chat first. Let's just say hello to some people, and then we're going to start jumping into the different altcoins and Bitcoin and where everything's going. I'm so happy this live stream is. I'm sure you can reply a few here. Yes, I can. I can definitely reply what's going on. What's up? Trying to make it. Go and take a look at ICP. We'll definitely take a look at ICP. People are asking me about ICP recently. This is the third time I see somebody asking me about ICP today alone. Does somebody know something I don't? Will it go below 120? Promptcraft, yes, thank you. Oh, by the way, Promptcraft is a Crypto Citadel member in the house. Let's go. Welcome to the Crypto Citadel, brother. I saw you signing up. But yes, Bitcoin dropping below 120 is possible, right? It is possible. There's no like, hey, we're just going to go up only, never going to pull back. We can definitely have pullbacks, guys. We can definitely have pullbacks. Now, if we can stay above this 120, it would be fantastic. Why do I say that? Well, because staying above 120 here, right, we are currently above the Q3 value area high. We have broken out of the Q3 range, which is great. So if we can build support here, right, and we can retest 119.7, right, maybe drop down to 119.5, you know, a little dip inside, whatever. But if we can sustain price above 119, above 120 to 119 for Bitcoin and stay above this value area high, we are going for all-time highs, guys. We have no volume up here. Look at this. This is a volume vacuum up here. There is no volume. The only other daily candles, first off, all we have is the majority is all wicks, right? Above this here for the last quarter, all we have are wicks to the upside, wicks to the upside. We have two daily candles up here back in August when we went up to 125, and then the next day when we dumped right back down and closed below and closed all the way down to 118. We went from 125 to 118 the very next day. The very next daily candle are the only two daily candles that are above 120. So if we can start flipping on the daily, holding above 120, look at how little volume we have up here. We have practically no volume. All-time highs are a blink away, guys. A blink away. Let me tell you, we are going to be crossing all-time highs here very soon, unless we lose this major support, right? If we lose this major support, we could come back down to this previous month high, between the previous month high to the quarterly NPOC of 117.7. We do not want to drop below that. We start dropping below that, and Bitcoin could be in trouble in the short term, right? In the short term, not meaning that we're not gonna make some all-time highs, but that just means that in the short term, the continuation to the upside has been stopped, and maybe some buyer exhaustion, and we could be dropping lower. But if we can stay above 120, 125 plus is coming in hot really, really quick. So, bro, what do you say about Open Ledger Coin? I don't know anything about that. Not getting involved with that. Don't know anything. Don't even know if that's even legitimate. Let's see here. Let's go take a look at ICP. What is the major support I'm watching on TikTok? I can't see the chart. The major support is 120. We need to stay above 120 to 119.7. If we lose that, the next main support is 117.760. You're in the Crypto Citadel. Don't worry. You'll be getting a daily update tonight. We're going to be covering this and much more in the Crypto Citadel as well. So don't worry about it, Prompt Crafts. You're going to get all the alpha tonight in the Crypto Citadel. Good to see everybody in here. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes. Let's move on over to ICP. Somebody was asking about good old ICP, man. ICP has been a huge letdown in this bull market, let me tell you. Just not been performing well at all. Currently, ICP is currently sitting at 456. ICP targets here in the short term are between 482 to 519. Once we can get above that area, our next big area to show some big strength is getting above $6.25. Once we're above that area, targets are between 710 to 839, and then finally between 10 to 1147 for ICP. Those are the big targets to the upside. Let's continue moving on forward here. Let's see. Let's jump into the chat, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching. Start tapping those likes. Let's get 1,000+ likes in here. Hello, I'm shorting Aster. What do you think? Aster is definitely one that has, let me see. Is this the one that had the big meltdown? Oh, was that a different one? I don't remember right now. Let's take a quick look at Aster. Aster. Let's jump out here. Okay. Hold on. All right. So Aster right now has gotten rejected off the previous week EQ and the weekly open around $1.85. We've come back down. We're still holding above the previous day high, which is good. We're holding above the weekly VWAP, which is good. Holding above the yearly VWAP. I mean, this thing's only been out for a few days, so it doesn't really mean too much, but it's something. So holding above 173 is very important. We start losing 173 and lower, right? Below 169, things could be in trouble. Monthly open is down at 162. We need to get above this 185 so that we can run for the 199. We break 199 and we are going for higher targets here between 212 to as high as 243. But we need to get above that 199 price point right now. Very, very soon. But you say you're shorting it, right? So overall, as a structure to the downside, right, you are making lower highs, right? We had the highs back in September 25th. We had another set of highs on the 27th. We had another lower set of highs around the 29th to 30th. And now we're currently making another lower high around the 185. If this structure continues and we don't break above 199, then we do expect this market structure to continue to the downside and, continue pushing lower. So what do you think about $4? What about $4? I don't, what asset are you talking about? If you're talking about Aster going to $4, I mean, anything's possible, I guess. But right now we are in a major downtrend for Aster. We could be dropping lower. Like I said, this is a anything can happen coin. This thing's only been out for a few days, right? If you zoom out to the daily, not a lot to do technical analysis on here. Anything can happen. This thing's been out for like a week. Let's continue on here. Are we bearish? Bearish on what? Well, I'm definitely not bearish on Bitcoin. Definitely not bearish on Ethereum. Definitely not bearish on, you know, a potential altcoin season coming here in the halfway point of October heading into November. Definitely no reason to be bearish right now. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes. What about Sol? Looks like it's going to go down soon. Why do you say that? Why do you say Sol's going to go down soon? Because from what I'm seeing here, right, obviously downside is always possible. We are hitting the value area high of September at 232. We could come back down towards 217-ish area. If we can hold 217, right, we continue to the upside. We have been ranging here in a perfectly great uptrend since April. Very easily tradable asset in the last 2 quarters here, making lows, pushing up higher, making higher lows, higher highs. So if we do come back down for whatever reason, I would be looking for a long between 217 to 203. I would be looking for a long in that area for Solana to push up higher. Targets to the upside are between 251 to 295 for all-time high, above the all-time high, looking for that 349. And then as a Hail Mary, all the way up at 447 to 452 is a potential target as well. But, you know, anything can happen. Bitcoin can have a retracement back down to 117, like I said. And if we hold that 117, maybe Solana, you know, could pull back as well towards that 217 or lower. But I would be looking to take a long at that point for Solana, because I do believe Bitcoin is going to be pushing up for new all-time highs here in this month of October. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Let's say here, somebody said pin link. Let's go take a look at pin link. Haven't looked at pin link in a long time. Still holding my pin link. Waiting for the next big Bitcoin top to take some profits on this thing. Okay, thank you. Very outdated chart. Excuse me, guys. So let's get the range here for Q3 on pin link. We do have a quarterly naked point of control up at around 70 cents for pin link. We have a quarterly average around 65 cents. So right now we're below the Q3 range. If we can get above it, get back into it, above 54 cents, targets are between 65 to about 70 cents in the short term. But realistically, what we need to see out of pin link is a reclaim of this yearly VWAP. Look at this yearly VWAP. You guys can see here we've been below it the entire year of 2025. We need to get above the yearly VWAP, above where it's currently somewhere around 89 cents. Getting above the yearly VWAP would allow pin link to start running back to some of these larger targets of 141 to 172 to the upside. But that is all only possible if we can get above the yearly VWAP and start closing above it. In the short term, targets are between 65 to 70 cents. How is IOS looking? Let's go take a look at IOS. Oops, spelled it wrong. A lot of sideways consolidation here for the last quarter and a half since May. Another very similar scenario here where we've been under the yearly VWAP all year long. We need to get above the yearly VWAP. We have targets between 54 to 86 cents for IOS, but that's only going to come to fruition if we can get above this yearly VWAP. Pretty much trading at a range low here wouldn't be a terrible bet to maybe enter a low leverage trade here for IOS and hope, for a Hail Mary to get above that 54-cent area and maybe go for that 86 cents if we can get above the yearly VWAP. But the biggest problem is that the AI narrative has gone silent, right? The AI narrative has gone silent. There is nothing happening with any narrative in crypto right now. There just isn't. Right now, there's zero price action based off narratives right now. In 2024, we saw a lot of narratives, AI, DPIN, we saw real world assets, decentralized science, and much more. Give me a second, guys. I got to blow my nose. And much more blowing up the markets in 2024. But in 2025, the narratives are completely silent. The only narratives that even matter right now are ETFs, and company treasuries. That's all that has been talked about in 2025. It's not like 2024 where everything was narrative based. So unless the AI narrative makes a huge comeback, which in the very short term, right, when Bitcoin makes an all-time high and we could experience some type of altcoin season, once Bitcoin dominance starts dropping here later into October, heading into November, we definitely can see rallies from all altcoins around the board, right? It's just that the narrative of AI, even if it's shortly relived, it's not going to be as strong as it was in 2024. Let's see here. Let's continue smashing those likes, guys. Appreciate everybody in here tapping those likes. Let's see here. What do you think about Athena? Let's go take a look at that. I do hold a bag of Athena. ENA. See, there's Coinbase, my chart. No. It's there we go. So a bit of an outdated chart here overall. But nonetheless, targets still remain very similar here. All right, got to update this chart a little bit, but targets to the upside are between 90 to 95 cents. We almost hit that back in September 10th when we went up to 86 cents. We're currently back down at 62 cents right now, back above the quarterly VWAP. We need to get above this resistance here around 80 cents. Big resistance here. We got rejected once in August and again in September. Once we can actually close some dailies above 80 cents, then our targets between 90 to 95 are definitely coming to fruition. And then the all-time high is at 133. So that's definitely still the targets to the upside here. Meanwhile, we stay above this yearly VWAP, which we're currently bottomed out in around 53 cents. Yeah, Athena's still looking good to the upside. Let's go take a look at Algorand. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe, guys. If you guys don't already know, you guys have less than 6 hours remaining to sign up for the Crypto Citadel and get 25% off with the promo code UPTOBER. At midnight tonight, that is closing off. So you have until now, from now till midnight, to sign up, lock in your 25% off your first month, and lock yourself in at the $3 a day rate. If you don't, starting tomorrow on the 3rd, the price will be increasing to $149. $149. Big difference from the $3 a day, right? Big price difference. So make sure you are securing your spot right now. If not, you will be getting in at a way later price point, at a way higher rate. So Algorand here currently bottomed down around 20 cents. Trying to make its way back into the Q3 range. We need to get above 23 cents. Once we do, we have targets between 25 to 31 cents. And then above that, we have targets between 39 to 45 cents for Algorand. Right now, we just need to really flip this resistance here around 23 cents so we can start moving up a little bit faster to the upside for Algorand. Join the group. He's active in the Discord. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I spent my whole day in the Discord posting charts, posting macro charts, doing live streams in there every morning, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern, right? I do a live stream in there every day to cover what's happening in the market. We do live trading. You guys can take the trades I'm taking live throughout the session. If I take trades, you get swing trade signals. You get daily daily day trade signals as well. You know, it's as much as we can do, I can, and I do in there, along with a 1 hour long trading course as well. I've noticed my AI coins not as good as last year. Yeah, AI as a narrative has really gone down. Oh, Juice Jones, that's who it is. Okay, awesome. Good to put your name over here as well. Never seen your name on YouTube. So good to see you, Juice Jones. Yeah, man. AI, all narratives in 2025 have gone silent. All narratives, right? The only narrative you kind of hear about is tokenization and real world assets. But even then, that as a narrative overall, as a sector in crypto, has not had any major moves. You hear a little bit about it with XRP, you hear about it with AVAX, you hear about it with Ondo, and that's pretty much it. And Chainlink and some Chainlink stuff, right? That's pretty much all you hear about, but does not really make a market change. Versus 2024, you talked about real world assets and it was just blast off time. AI blast off time. Overall, everything was just blasting off when it came to strong narratives. What are the tools on your screen, brother? What pair are you trading? So right now, this is just an Algorand chart. If you want to learn how to use the tools that I'm using here, all these indicators are free to use, except for my own indicator that I've created that you get access to with the Crypto Citadel for our trading strategy. My 1 hour trading course goes through every single individual indicator, how to use it, and then how to bring them all together to be able to take trades. So if you want to learn about that, 5 videos, 1 hour long. I'll take you at most a week to go through it if you watch one video a day, right? No video is longer than like 20 minutes. So you guys can join in there, watch the course over and over, join my live trading sessions, and start picking up a whole new skill. What's going on, Benny? Good to see you in here. Thoughts on AVAX and Chainlink? Yeah, we can cover AVAX and Chainlink here real quick. So obviously we've been doing some very macro targets here. Took in a little AVAX long as well. Obviously macro charts here in the Crypto Citadel, just bombarding the Citadel right now with macro analysis on what we're expecting to see here in the next month or so from what we've seen so far. So lots of updates are all being posted in there every single day. Let's go take a look at AVAX. And that's how you do it, guys. As an investor, the only way to move forward, whether you are a spot trader, right? Because you're like, oh, Crusader, I'm not really a trader. I just invest. You're a trader, bro. Just because you're buying spot doesn't mean you're not trading. You have an entry price and you need an exit price, right? The problem is most people have no game plan. And by having no game plan, they never know when to actually take profits. They never know when you're coming into resistance. You never know when a top is coming in, and people just get left holding the bag forever. But you are a trader even if you're in spot. So it's very good and important as an investor to be analyzing data so that you can take profits. Because if you're not taking profits, you're going broke. The only people that don't go broke are people that take profits, guys. If you're not taking profits, you're going broke. Don't let anybody fool you. If you're not taking profits, you're just being somebody's exit liquidity. Personally, I like trading ICT on NS and ES, but I love seeing other strats. Yeah, man, you got to do what works best for you. Whatever strategy works best for you, go for it. What are we looking at? Okay, we're looking at AVAX here. AVAX has been in a very nice uptrend here. We're currently sitting above the monthly average of 29.61, right? Targets to the upside here are between 36.92 to 41.39 here in the short term. Above that, we have 51.94 to 54.06. If AVAX starts to lose the monthly average of 29, we do have a target here at 27.72 to be some support. Now, what we don't want to see is AVAX losing 26.36. We start losing 26.36, and AVAX could be in trouble. We have a quarter NPOC down at $23. $26 has been major resistance back in May, in July, in August. Major resistance. We finally broke through it. We don't want to lose it. We don't want to lose it. That could show some very strong weakness in AVAX. So meanwhile, we stay above 30, stay above 29, especially above 26. AVAX is in a good spot here to start running towards this $36 to $41. Now let's go on over to Chainlink. Here we go. So Chainlink overall also in a nice little uptrend, right? current targets to the upside here are $23.37 as we're coming into the quarterly and monthly NPLCs. If we get rejected and pull back down, we don't want to be losing the $20 to $19 area. That would drop us out of the quarter 3 range, could be getting in trouble. Now, to the upside here, realistically, guys, targets are between $29 to $34. $29 to $34. Big resistance here at 29. We got rejected back in December of 2024 when we briefly got over 29 at $30 and got instantly rejected. So if we can get above this 29, looking at $34 to go for, and then if we can somewhat get above that, maybe, a Hail Mary towards that $47 to $52 area. But 34 is going to be a big target for Chainlink. I know a lot of people are subscribed to like the $100 Chainlink and all this stuff, but I don't see it. Jones says entry and exits, even if I don't capitalize how I want, even if I don't capitalize how I wanted to. Yeah, man. Oh, respect. I'm learning not to hold on to the bag. Yeah, man. I appreciate that. As investors, as traders, you need to learn how to walk away and take a loss. Don't become a bag holder. Bag holders, either your money goes all the way to zero and you lose all your money, or you get stuck in an underwater position for too long and your money's just sitting there making you no money, just losing you more money. The only thing you can control as a trader is how much money you can lose, not how much money you can make. So if you're in a bad position, if you're in a bad trade, cut your losses and move that capital on over to another asset that could provide you a better opportunity to print you some money and put that money to work. Don't just leave it in a bad position because you want to hang on, because you believe in the project, because in the next 5 years, this is going to revolutionize payments and revolutionize X, Y, and Z. All of that's Fugazi, guys. All of that is Fugazi. Appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes here. Let's see here. Benny Benz, what's going on, man? I don't see anything from you. Diamond, what's going on? Crypto Citadel member in the house. You've heard of WikiCat. What do you think about that? I've never heard about that. Sounds like a meme coin. Not something I'm interested in. Which one would be the main talk of 2025 bull run? Which altcoin is going to be the main talk of the 2025 bull run? That's very hard to say, right? There's a lot of big headlines coming out, right? You saw crypto.com with the Trump media team talking about creating a treasury, and they're trying to work this whole deal out to provide ETFs, with crypto.com being the main backdoor issuer. That's a big deal for Kronos. Very hard. I'm not really in the game of spotting what is going to be the next big top altcoin, yada yada, because all of that is low market cap Fugazi. It's just not what I really focus on. I just really focus on charts and trying to extract capital out of the market every single day. Thoughts on Pengu? Let's go take a look at Pengu. Pengu is probably one of my favorite meme coins out of the big ones right now. Not only because my kids like it, but because it's probably one of the best ones with everything that they're doing, from going from an NFT project to a coin to actually having retail toys being sold in stores. They're just doing a lot. The very good, strong brand, the Pudgy Penguins, compared to Bored Ape Yacht Club. They've actually very definitely, led the way versus Bored Ape Yacht Club was like the standard for a while, but they're definitely taking over now. So Pengu here, right, currently came all the way down to 0.026, found some support above that 2.5 cent area. We're trying to get back above. Let me actually get rid of this here. Let me get the quarter 3 range. Quarter 3 range. Yeah, we're within the quarter 3 range, which is fantastic. Great. We need to start getting back above. We're currently at 3 cents. We need to break out of the quarter 3 range. We need to get above 4 cents. Above 4 cents, we have targets between 0.042 to the January high of 0.046. And then above that, we have 0.052 and above that we have 7 cents. So I do believe Pengu is holding up and consolidating very well here throughout quarter 3, holding above that 0.028 area. Very, very strong consolidation up here, building up volume and support. Yes, we have a ton of targets to the downside. We had a very strong, aggressive move in June going into July to the upside, but we have been consolidating and building strong support up here. I don't see this thing dropping until we have a major Bitcoin top and, you know, Bitcoin dumps. I mean, Bitcoin went from 125 all the way down to 109, and Pengu held. Pengu held above 2.5 cents. So that tells you something right there for now, right? Well, there will be the next 90 plus percent altcoin crash, and Pengu will not be immune. But for now, Pengu's holding up very, very well. Let's jump here into the chat. Just Mike, what's going on, man? Agreed, top project. Wait, Pengu is selling real stuff now? Yeah, man, Pengu sells toys. They have some toys. I'm going to ask Mrs. Crusader to see if she can hand me one. Can you pass me a Pengu real quick? I've got like 5. Only because I was at an event. I was at a Pudgy Penguins event, and they were giving them out, and I just grabbed as many as I could for my kids. But yes, Pudgy Penguins sells real toys. Mrs. Crusader is on her way right now as we speak to bring you an example of one of our Pudgy Penguins. Oh, yeah. This one's missing the panda hat. The kids have it somewhere. But this one carries a hat. This one's actually kind of heavy, kind of like a heavy set Pudgy Penguin. And then we got this one over here. Whoa, we got this one over here. Vote for Pudgy, right? With a fishing hat. He's a fisherman with a t-shirt. And then we got a little mini Pudgy over here as well. We got a little mini Pudgy that's a little like a little clip-on for, you know, keychain or whatever. So yeah, Pudgy Penguins, baby, sponsor me. Oh, great! Now we got a Little Mermaid playing in the background as well.
I can't stop that. I'm sorry.
Of course, I just got like $900 from the Pengu drop, and I never owned a Pengu, just for having an OG Soul wallet. Oh, very nice. That's really cool. That's awesome. Pudgy Penguins, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Pudgy Penguins. Somebody sponsor me from Pudgy Penguins. Come on. I got like 5 Pudgy Penguins. I'll have them on the stream all the time. Little Mermaid is really going off. I think we're coming to the finale here, guys. All right, boom. And it's over. Appreciate everybody hanging in here throughout the Little Mermaid sing-along. Let's continue going into the chat. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Like I said earlier, guys, we have less than 6 hours right now to join the Crypto Citadel. If you've been thinking about joining the Crypto Citadel, this is your last hour. This is your last chance. You have less than 6 hours to join to get 25% off your first month with the code UPTOBER and be able to lock your rate in at $3 a day, right? Because starting tomorrow, the rate will go up to $149, and you don't want to get in at $149. That's going to be for other people that are late to the game. But for all of you guys that have been following me for a long time, that have been asking for discounts, asking for an opportunity to get in, now is the opportunity. I used to have limited slots to be able to get in. I've opened the floodgates for these 2 days. Now the window's closing. After this, rate goes up to $149, and they'll be back to limited slots only. So make sure you are getting in right now, and you are locking yourself in at the $99 price point a month, because it will be going up to $149. And if you're asking, for the people asking in the chat how to get in, the link is in the profile. Go to the link, sign up, and if you have any issues along to do that, just send me a DM. Pudgy Penguins got an 80K bag for Pudgy. Let's go. Let's go. I'm hoping to buy back the fee on your group if the Bitcoin goes up and you are correct on analysis. I mean, the group pays for itself, man. The group literally pays for itself. Like, people that are losing money, yeah, we lose some trades here and there, but overall, the amount of trades we took, even just last month, right? So just last month alone, going over to our signals, we did the smallest amount of day trading, of actual day trading, right? We focused mostly on game planning and looking for swing trades. We only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trades in the month of September. The entire month, we only took 9 trades. We walked away with $1,600 in profit, right? $1,600 in profit with 9 trades. The group cost 99. I'm only trading with $2,000, guys. I'm not trading with any large, substantial amount. So even if you're trading with half of what I'm trading with, $1,000, you would still make over what? Let's say half of what I made, $800, which is more than enough for the group to pay almost for a full year, right? Within just 1 month. And that's from day trades. Now we've shifted over to swing trades in the month of September. Right now, the Bitcoin long that we took, right? The Bitcoin long that we took, I'm up over like 80%. This is an old screenshot from yesterday when we were up at 117. I was already up $1,000 on this trade, which if you would have taken it, you would have been up over $1,000. You're more than enough to pay for the group, right? I'm currently up almost 80% plus on this trade right now. So over $2,000 in profit on that trade alone. And that's just one swing trade. So the group pays for itself. I know if you're new, you might be, you're still testing the waters. Just be patient, give it time. Don't FOMO into trades. Look for the right trade that fits your risk portfolio. Make sure you're taking low risk, low leverage, nothing wild, and you can also be printing money. There's just no reason why you can't. We're not going to always win. We're definitely going to take some losses along the way. But man, right now, it's Uptober, baby. It's Uptober for a reason. There's a reason why I'm using Uptober as a promo code to give you guys 25% off. Damian Smith says, Citadel is well worth it. No BS, just straight up TA and game planning. Appreciate the words, my man. Appreciate it. Dang, just missed my chance says, no longer available. Am I doing something wrong? Just Mike, it should still be available. You might be using, hold on, let me drop the link into the chat. Let me drop the link here into the chat for you. Here we go. Let me drop the link here into the chat. Use this link here in the chat and you should be able to get in and use the code Uptober to get 25% off. So there's the link for anybody that wants the link. Let's see here. Going through the chat, make sure I'm not missing anybody. I got like 3 different chats going. Let me see over here. Let's talk about cast. I don't even know how to say that word. So I don't know anything about that. Opinions on what? That's also another coin I don't know anything about. So nope, I don't got any opinions on that. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Let's keep on moving here. Let's go take a look at Render. Render has been another very disappointing coin, right? It's falling into the ICP camp of disappointment right now. But Render needs to get, oh, this name out real Render chart. Excusez-moi. But Render here, a lot of sideways consolidation, has not been able to reclaim the yearly VWAP. We need to get above this 449 area, start holding above that. Once we do, if we can, we do have targets between $557 to $7 plus, right? Oops, $7 plus. We got lots of targets to the upside. Are we going to make an all-time high for this? At this point, probably not. I'd be happy if we just got towards that $8 to $10 for Render at this point in time, because Render has really just been in the dumps, because Deepin, all these narratives are completely over. Oh, that 1999, that's, I don't know why that's there. That link is definitely invalid. That is no longer available. That was when the group first started back in, what was it? September of last year, that it was 1999. Very few people, maybe like 10 people total in the entire Citadel are in that plan. Most people already dropped off and the price tiers have increased as more things were implemented. 1999 back then, I would only just post charts. I wouldn't post any signals. I wouldn't do any live sessions. I wouldn't do any swing trades. There would be no trading. There would just be analysis, right? And that's why it was only $19.99. But then I've implemented a trading course. I've implemented an indicator. I've implemented daily live streams for 2 hours, Monday through Thursday, trading the New York session. Obviously, the analysis, the macro, all the stuff still around. The daily updates still around, but also trades, daily trade signals, swing signals. So a lot of more stuff has been implemented, which is why the price is what it is now. I remember that too. I'm in for 99 now. Love the development over the years, man. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Started following you off TikTok first. Yeah, man. That's where TikTok used to be my big platform, man. I had over 70,000 subs on TikTok until I got blackmailed and my account got taken down by a scammer. And then after that, I've had to restart my TikTok journey. I've only got like 8K or something like that now. And TikTok's been all over me with the algorithm, always suppressing my videos, taking them down. And, you know, it's been a whole mess. Danny Truya says, 1999 Pioneer. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The OGs are still here. When altcoin season? Everybody wants to know when altcoin season, guys. We're already getting the altcoin season. The altcoin season's been here. We've been pumping, guys. We've been pumping, right? We have been pumping. Look at all these altcoins pumping. Now, are they going to pump further? Absolutely. Bitcoin is on its way towards new all-time highs. We're going to be closing out the daily candle here in the next 26 minutes. 26 minutes, we're going to be closing out the daily candle. We are above the 120. We've only closed about 2 daily candles above 120 in the last quarter. We have like practically zero volume, as you guys can see here, above this area. So this is very, very good. Holding above 120 and holding this support. Bitcoin's going to be flying towards this 125 and higher very, very soon. Something that we've been talking about in the Crypto Citadel for some time now. As you guys can see over here, I'll show you my other Bitcoin chart that we have been looking at and game planning on. And look at this, right? These are some possible targets to the upside that we're looking at for Bitcoin that we were looking at since down here around the 109 for Bitcoin in the Crypto Citadel, you know, between the window of the 22nd to the 13th of October. Lots of things, a lot of game planning has been happening in the background in the Crypto Citadel that you guys don't see and won't ever get access to unless you're in the Crypto Citadel. So all that being said, altcoins will continue to pump along with Bitcoin once it makes new all-time highs. I do believe altcoins will rally into November and it will do fantastic, but the altcoin season has started. Does owning some souls get me any deals? Just Mike, owning some souls. Oh man. Oh, are you, then yeah, you're definitely an OG, man. You're definitely an OG. Send me a DM, Just Mike. Are you in the Discord or not? Where are you? Because on YouTube, obviously, you can't send me a DM. But if you can send me a DM on Discord or something like that, we can talk something out, especially if you have some souls from back in the day. ETH short-term outlook. Let's go take a look at Ethereum. Good old Ethereum. So ETH overall doing very, very well, right? Got back in within its September range, hit all of its targets between 44.60 to 45.04. Now we need to break above this 45.04, run towards 47, break above the September value area high. So between 47 to 48 and some change, definitely going to be some resistance, but we also don't have too much volume up here, right? All-time highs currently are at 49.57. So we're also not very far for an all-time high for Ethereum. Once ETH can start getting above 4,800, volume really drops off quickly, and targets for a new all-time high are very, very rapidly approaching. Anywhere between 52.45 to 56.72 are some big targets for all-time highs for Ethereum in the near future here between October, November time. Mike says, heck yeah, I'll be in the Discord. Let's go, man. Yeah. Send me a DM, Mike, on Discord, and we can talk about it. Gotta support my OG soul collectors, man. Thanks for the breakdown. No problem. That's what I'm here for. You think topped out if we don't break 4,600? No, I don't think big Ethereum's topped out if we don't break 4,600. The only concern I would have is if Bitcoin starts to lose. If Bitcoin starts to lose 117.7, then obviously the altcoins are going to struggle to continue climbing up higher. And if that happens, then Ethereum is going to struggle as well, right? So meanwhile, Bitcoin continues on its bullish momentum to the upside and towards all-time highs. Ethereum and altcoins will follow. And Ethereum's been holding up so well, man. So well throughout the whole debacle of Bitcoin going up to 125 and crashing back down to 109. Look at this. Ethereum, not only did it make an all-time high as well during the same time period, of 4,900, and only dropped down to 3,800. Very small drop, very strong consolidation here. And we even talked about this bottom in the Crypto Citadel. The quarterly VWAP was meeting this gold pocket. And I told everybody in the Citadel in a live session that if they were looking for a swing trade on Ethereum, that was going to be the next best entry at that point in time. I didn't have capital available at that time to take another big trade because I had my capital locked up on some other trades and an Algorand trade, ADA trade, and a Bitcoin trade. But that was it. That was the trade. And so far, it's been printing. Appreciate everybody jumping in here, hitting those likes. Have you seen Crypto Russ coin he created called Clash? No, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be garbage. Every single crypto coin created by an influencer goes to zero. All meme coins go to zero at some point, guys. So no, not involved in that. Don't really care about it. Don't really think anything about it. Best of luck to anybody in it, but take your money and run when you can. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate everybody signing up for the Crypto Citadel. You guys have less than you guys are coming up on what, 4 hours left? So you have less than 5 hours to sign up for the Crypto Citadel to lock in your 25% off and to lock in the 99 a month price target before it goes up to 149. So make sure you do that here in the next 4 hours, or you're just gonna have to get in at a higher tier price. I bet a lot of you guys wish you got in at $19.99, like some people did back over a year ago, right? We were at $19.99 for many months, many months, like close to 10 months. Then I moved it up to 99, right? We've been at 99 for many months now, and now we're going up to 149. You got to lock in. The people that lock in those lower tiers, they stay grandfathered in at those lower tiers. So definitely lock in while you can. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate everybody's hanging out here. Let's see what other altcoin we can take a look at here. Zcash, man. Zcash running up 135%. Does anybody know what's causing this big run? Has there been any news, any announcements, anything for Zcash to be such a large performer here in the top 100? The biggest gainer overall in the last week, right? Definitely not in the last month of MYX and stuff like that, but in the last week, the largest gainer here. I was just wondering if something fundamentally is happening with Zcash that is causing such a big spike in price action. But if not, guys, I appreciate everybody joining in. I am Blockchain Crusader. Hope to see all of you guys in the Crypto Citadel. Lock in your prices while you still can. Use the code UPTOBER to get in. I'm Blockchain Crusader, Crusading through these blockchains, and I'll see you in the Crypto Citadel. See ya.